Well, hello everybody and welcome here to Dunedin. It's great to have your company for Thursday night hoops in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. We've got the Southern Hoiho up against the Mainland Pouākai in just a few moments. This is round 9 of the 2025 season. Looking forward to this one with both teams pretty even on the table. Hoiho come into this with a 4-6 record. They're in 4th place in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Pouākai 5-5, so just one win up, but they're in 2nd place. So check out the standings in just a moment. Crystal Ledger Walker's with me though, former Tall Ferns, but it's pretty tight. If you take the Queens out of it, the race for 2nd is very much alive, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is, and I'm so excited because all 3 of those squads in that race have a lot of young talent coming through as well, so a great experience opportunity for them in this Rapid League.
Yes, indeed. Hoiho really need the win with just 2 more games to play in their regular season now, with the Pouākai in that same boat as well. So we're getting to business here now, Crystal, and every point counts, remember, and that's going to be critical because the order of those top 4 teams going into the playoffs, I mean, those 4 teams are pretty tight, but, there might be an advantage matchup-wise.
Yeah, there might. The matchups definitely come into play, and the home court advantage. You want to be in front of your home fans with that backing behind you. And yeah, it always helps when you have your 6th man in the crowd supporting you.
Absolutely. Olivia O'Neill, Hannah Lacey Rameka, Ava Jones, Hannah Tolley, and Amelia Ainley, who is just 15 years of age. That's the starting 5 for Pouākai in this game. Let's have a look at the Hoiho starting 5, and well, they're a bit more experienced, you'd have to say, coming into this game with a couple of hardened vets in their team. Sammy Gallagher is there, number 9, Zoe Richards there again. Little Dart, who's been a real big player for the Hoiho, not only in the Rapid League, but also in the Tauihi team as well. Alana Howden and is there as well to complete the starting 5 alongside Eva Langton. So probably experience-wise, on paper, you'd have to say Hoiho might head into this as favourites.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got some experienced Tall Ferns on this team. They've got the likes of Eva Langton, who has been around this league and featured a lot, and then the firecracker in Lil Dart, who just gives you scoring from any point on the floor.
And let's have a look at the stats. Points per game favour the Pouākai, which is perhaps a little surprising given that experience we just mentioned. But I like that bottom one too. Zoe Richards is a hardened vet, and Amelia Ainley. A lot of excitement about her. Very tall 15-year-old Crystal, who pulled down 9 rebounds in the last game. That's a Pouākai record in the Rapid League.
Yeah, she is an exciting young player to watch. Definitely has the height, has the perfect frame, has the build for this league. So exciting to see her putting up some numbers to match that as well.
She's there. She's going to contest the tip. So whoever did that head-to-head page just a moment ago got that spot on, because those 2 players that we featured are going to contest the tip-off.
Right, what a good intro into this game.
And Richards is going to win the tip. So it's going to be Howden with the ball, and now Gallagher for the Hoiho. So thank you for watching here, and we're looking forward to bringing you this round 9 action as Dart makes a drive to the basket. Can't get the roll off. And here's Tolley with the rebound. Now O'Neill.
I like that aggression from Lil Dart to start the game. She's in the top 10 for scoring in this league.
Nice little layoff from Ainley there. And there's Gallagher with the rebound. She pushes the ball, one-on-one situation with Howden. Nice bounce pass. That's beautifully timed, and there's the first points of this contest.
That is just a nice, solid run by Lil Dart. Great pace getting down the floor.
It's a 2-0 to the Hoiho. Dart doesn't often miss those free throws. Ava Jones gives it over to Lacey Rameka, who is off target on that occasion. Now Dart. Richards to Howden. And Richards away with that mid-ranger. Lacey Rameka has it for the Pouākai.
Like that shot for Zoe Richards. She has that 15-foot, 17-foot range. And Olivia O'Neill with the slow steps through the lane gets her own board.
Yeah, nice job by O'Neill. Here's Jones. Lacey Rameka lights it up from outside.
Shooter's mentality, missed one, just a position before, lines it up and knocks down the second. Gallagher for the response.
Ooh, that was in and out, that one. Ainley with the rebound, and here comes Lacey Rameka pushing. Hoiho back in good numbers though. Stop that one stone cold, and there's O'Neill. Ainley can't grab that rebound, and here comes Howden. Howden looking to push all the way here. No foul. O'Neill's got it.
Great defense by Olivia O'Neill. She's comfortable here on this court down in Dunedin, featured on this team in 2022.
Exactly. She has some experience. You're dead right. Here is the play coming in from Tolly. Kicks it back here to O'Neill. 7 on the shot clock. O'Neill. And Richards has got it. Here's Darts. Here's Langton. Shot clock down to 6 again. Dart again using Gallagher as a screen now. And how did that go in, Crystal?
The bank is open for Lil Dart on the right wing. Great shot clock awareness. Gets that off in time for the 3.
Here's Lacey Rameka just losing it out of bounds, but it's been ruled come off Gallagher.
Gallagher just trying to bring that spark of energy on this defensive side of the court.
Here's Ainley. Marked closely by Richards. O'Neill. Good defense by Howden. Shot clock down to 6 again. Wow, that was so close to the longest three-pointer, I think, this year.
Hana Lacey Rameka is absolutely a shooter and has the green light from anywhere on the floor, in and out on that three-point attempt.
Langton's having fun out there.
You can see Morgan Yeager talking to her former teammate, obviously, at the Phi.
Langton's been around a bit, hasn't she? She was a champion at the Queens a couple of years ago too. Oh, Howden. Messy from Alana Howden. Howden, a little switch play. And that has been stolen out of the hands there of Fulau. Messy from both teams in this period of play.
I like that pressure from Ruby Cutbush coming off the bench. Watch her get after Alana Pouākai again.
Here's Langton. Howden. Defense play again by the Pouākai. No space for Howden down that right channel. Langton tries to lob it in. And that's good defense by the Pouākai.
You're right, that's a great rotation by Hana Lacey Rameka on that backside. Ainley was out on the ball, giving up that rolling space, but Hana Lacey Rameka having the Pouākai's back.
4 seconds on the shot clock here for the Hoiho. Langton's got to put it up. Ooh, didn't roll in. Hard luck there for either Langton. So last play of this first quarter comes to the Pouākai. Love to lock the scores up, maybe even take the lead here. Here's Ainley. See, Ramek has already got a 3. There goes the 3 attempt from O'Neill. Ainley can't grab it. So 5-3, very low scoring first quarter, Crystal.
Yeah, that wasn't necessarily pretty to watch in terms of getting buckets. 1 3-pointer per team. And then Lil Dart with all 5 points for the Hoiho, showing us why she leads both of these teams in scoring.
Well, there it is, the large Nona pizza. $35 MVP 2025. That's the online code, or if you've got your mobile, get it out of your pocket right now if you haven't got it in your hand already. Where's their phone in their pockets these days now? Just thinking about that. No one does, eh? Scan the QR code anyway and get into it. That special's on until next Thursday.
Yeah, or speaking of MVPs, as we look at that code that you can use to get that pizza hookup, talk about Emma Rogers, who we haven't seen in this game yet. She is on the bench, you can see, with that arm sleeve on her right arm. She was out with a wrist injury a few weeks ago, but she's leading the way for the MVP runnings of this Rapid League, averaging 12.7 points per game, 3 rebounds and almost 3 assists. So hopefully we'll see her get into this one. But if we don't, make sure you get into this deal. FIBA started from $55 a month for the first 12 months. Visit skybroadband.co.nz or call 09525 5555.
It's a good little Christmas present, that actually, isn't it? 28th of February 2026, that offers there too. Let's have a look at second quarter now. Mainly. Here's the play from Jones. Ava Jones, that's nice. Oh, no luck there for her though. And here comes Dart pushing the ball. And that has come off Ainley. Got back fast, Crystal. That was good committed play from her, the 15-year-old.
She did. She knows this Hoiho squad likes to run. They have the guards that can push that pass up the court, as Lil Dart tried to show there.
It's Fulau. Nice strong move by her, but can't nail it. Those shooting percentages are down for both teams. Mainland Pouākai 1 from 9 in the game. And it's a three-pointer for that player in possession. Now O'Neill wide open for three. She's short on that one, and Howden's got it.
This pace that the Hoiho plays with tries to get the ball up as fast as possible. We see Howden trying to run a play.
She's got to watch that. It's the second time she's had it smashed out of her hands by Ruby Cutbush.
Ruby Cutbush, the captain of the Tongan under-16 FIBA Asia Cup team for 2025, showing us her defensive prowess.
She's only 16 as well. Nice cut to the basket. And that's beautifully finished there from Tauihi.
Great back cut out of the corner. The defense pressured too hard. She made them pay.
2 points for her. That's her first 2 of the game. Here's Ainley. And there goes Cutbush. Can't nail that one. Nice rebound taken there by Jones. Jones has got to get one of these to fall shortly, surely.
She's frustrated, decides to pull it back out, start again.
Now let's see. Thought Pouākai can get that one. They can't. And here comes Howden again, who's a former Pouākai player, of course. Dart thinking about that three. She does have a fantastic outside shot. Here's Langton. Kicks it out to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to work up a move. And no foul. So excellent play by Ruby Cutbush there.
Ruby Cutbush just getting her hands in the right spaces, pressuring the ball. But how about that back cut a few possessions ago? Tiepa Vihi along the base.
Gallagher would have fancied her chances here against the 16. You're not going to eat you for breakfast, but she didn't. The youngster won the day. A little untidy there for Pouākai. Here's Ainley again. Now Cutbush at this end of the court. Can't nail it. So that shooting percentage still really bothersome for the Pouākai, but they're going to get another chance now. There's Ruby Cutbush again. A little reach in there by Howden.
Ruby Cutbush just probing that paint. Gets Howden to reach. But still hunting some points, sitting just on 3.
No doubt coming to the bench, Sanjay checking back into the game.
Well, Gallagher back in there now.
Coming on in Eva Langton's place.
So Southern Hoiho just rotating there. All 7 players around in this game. Lacey Ramika, marked by Zoe Richards now. Oh, no luck. There's the long arms of the 50-year-old almost grabbing that offensive rebound. Ainley. I think we had about 4 or 5 balls that look solid and then they just kind of roll out.
We're getting to that point in this season. It's just, you know, really hard to find your flow at times. Got to dig yourself out or do things like that. Draw some fouls. Get yourself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line for some free looks at the basket.
Well, speaking of that, that is the first visit to the free throw line in this game. And we're almost at half-time. So Gallagher at the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, that's what you like to see. Clean defensive pressure, hands out. The refs are letting these girls play. Sammy Gallagher just ticking that score over.
Nice job by Sammy Gallagher. 2 from 2 for her. And this is a 6-point lead now, biggest lead of the game. Pouākai, even though they're shooting the ball. Oh, that's Ainley. I was about to say shooting the ball horribly. They're still right in this game.
She'll make you eat those words. Take another look at it. Look at the fancy footwork by the youngster down low. Left-hand finish inside. Can she make it a three-point play?
So this is Amelia Ainley, folks. Remember, she's only 15, turned 16 in January. She's from Nelson originally. She's already a New Zealand under-16s rep. She's already played in the Tauihi League. She played one game the last time these two teams met, back in October, and this is her fourth Rapid League game and all. So touched on 9 rebounds in the last Rapid League game for Ainley. That's a Pouākai record.
Yeah, what a way to introduce yourself to the league. Set a record to start.
Yeah, awesome, eh? Almost lost there by Lacey Rameka. Down the corner, there's a nice pass. And the three ball is good for the Pouākai. That was Cutbush.
That's a great pass from Hana Lacey Rameka on that rip. Howden looking for the quick response on the other side.
Might have been Ava Jones, in fact, who nailed that three. And that's nice. That's meat and drink for Zoe Richards. Yeah, it was Ava Jones nailing that three-pointer a moment ago to lock those scores up. Jones might fancy herself her chances again, and she does it back-to-back.
Way to give it to the shooter who is hot. The Pouākai up by 1. Can the Hoiho respond?
Let's see. That one's away from Pavihi, and that will be the end of the quarter. So that's not a bad result there for the Pouākai at half-time here, Crystal. 12-11, given they're only shooting the ball at 17%. They're in the lead. Not been shy in putting the ball up, have they? 17 shots in the first half. Hoiho just 11. So let's have a look at these official stats of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. It's all going to be looking good for Ava Jones in particular, with those back-to-back three-pointers, propelling the Pouākai from a 6-point deficit into the lead. Helen Williamson is in there, coaching this Rapid League team today. Dean Rusk is marshalling the Hoiho in this game.
Yeah, a lot being said in these timeouts, and I'm sure both coaches looking for some scoring answers from their teams. Lil Dart leading the way for the Hoiho. We know what she can do. She can light it up from deep. She can also play the physical game and get it inside. Ava Jones with those 2 late threes puts herself up to 6 points. And also on the boards, pulling it down. 5 rebounds for Ava Jones. Olivia O'Neill getting in there as well with 2.
You know, it wouldn't be right if Jones is in the top of the rebounds or the point, in particular the points, right?
Yeah, we're used to seeing both of, you know, Hayden Jones and Maya Jones, who featured in this Pouākai team back in 2022 as well. But yes, very good basketball family, that one.
Unbelievable, really. And of course, Maya remember Phil Jones very well, their dad. And a couple of blocks in the game too. Jones showing out in that category as well.
Right, and we can't miss out the mum, Kat Jones, who used to play for the Nelson women's team back in the WBC days.
Ava Jones cleaning up in this game. We can officially accuse her of being greedy, which is a good thing when it comes to sport.
Absolutely, especially when you can shoot it like she can. The Hoiho will be looking to have a big response to start this second half. They won't be happy with the way they finished the first.
No, it was looking pretty solid for them. 10 rebounds in total to the Hoiho, 11 to the Pouākai. Let's get this third quarter underway now. This game on the edge of a credit card. Pavihi. Here's Dart for 3. And it goes from Dart.
That was a great play. Misdirection for Dart. They had her off the curl. They turned around, set a pin down, and got her back for the 3. The Pouākai were left watching.
Here's Amy, who did that superb three-point play. Back end of that first half. Amy rolling away from that pick and roll, and that's good work there from her. Nice combination connection with Lacey Rameka, who's running the show nicely.
Yeah, she is. That was great pick and roll action, you're right. Ainsley able to get behind that line of defense, and Hana Lacey Rameka with the length and height to see over that line and get it to her big rolling.
So back to the line, the Chemist Warehouse stripe goes Amelia Ainley. And she continues this pretty solid performance. Does not look out of place at all. In fact, you can watch her play and you can tell there's just oodles of improvement in her. Massive potential, Crystal.
Absolutely, and she has the confidence to step onto the stage and deliver as well. Perfect from the free throw line tonight.
Tied ball game at 14 apiece. There goes Tauihi, beautiful pass. And Fulau just couldn't quite handle it, unfortunately, for the Hoiho.
But you're right, that was great vision from Tia Pavihi inside, and it looked like great movement. Unfortunately, that ball just didn't connect.
So another chance for the Pouākai. Here's the three ball coming up this time from Tolly. Gallagher with the rebound. Looking to keep the pace of the game up. Here's Dart for three. Real contest for the rebound, won by Richards. Gallagher. Put up the three, that's the one, Sammy, you got it. She's away with it though this time.
Oh, and look at that run by the Pouākai. Hana Lacey Ramika baiting Gallagher for that foul.
What about Sammy Gallagher? She put the turbo boost on there to get back in time.
That is a hard sprint from the deep corner to be the first one for your team down the court. Definitely deserves a rest while these free throws are being taken.
So Lacey Ramika at the line. And that is 4 from 4 in the game now for the Pouākai.
Talk about people improving. Hana Lacey Ramika played one game in Rapid League last year for the Pouākai. Now this is her 10th appearance and averaging just over 5 points per game. She's really stepped it up this year.
Yeah, great stuff, and she's got on court 3 times too for Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa as well. Here's Darts. Well, maybe she should have put up the shot there as we see O'Neill come down court. Here's Jones to O'Neill. Pouākai looking much better now, aren't they? Just as I say that, Jones has lost it.
Yeah, unfortunate there. The Hoiho just playing great defense on that one, rotating well. Just slipped out of the hands of Pouākai.
Pavihi. Marked closely by Lacey Ramika. That's a nice drive to the basket by Pavihi. Another youngster. And she's been fouled, so she will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe now. She's playing her 6th Rapid League game for the Hoiho. She's been going at 6 points per game. New Zealand Under 17s rep from 2 years back.
She is a scoring machine. In high school, she lit it up and has stepped up onto this big stage, doing the same sorts of things.
Yeah, she's got a game face on. Can't get the second one to drop though. That's the first free throw miss in the game from either team. Keeps the Pouākai in front by 1. Only again, almost lost. In fact, Langton's in there to nick it. Good job by Eva Langton. Now Dart. Closely by Ruby Cutbush. Oh, Dart. Almost lost it. Shot clock down to single numbers now. Here's Dart again. Double team. That means Langton's open for the triple. And she nails it.
Great read by Dart. Beautiful delivery to her shooter, Eva Langton, on the left wing. Just like that, the Hoiho go back up.
First points of the game for Langton. Lacey Ramika. Nice job by Lacey Ramika. That's a very tidy basket from her. She's up to 7 points in the game.
Way to stay poised and patient. When nothing was looking on, she kept her eyes on the rim, put it down.
Langton, post up here on Lacey Ramika, who fouls Langton.
Eva Langton, great positioning to get to her favoured left hand on that block. Does enough to draw the foul.
So Langton to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. She's featured in all of the Rapid League games this season for the Hoiho and all of the Tauihi games as well. Those players are like gold, Crystal, aren't they? They can just contribute at any time, in any situation.
Yes, and in more ways than you think, doing all the little intangible things, those culture builders for your teams. Eva Langdon has that winning experience. She knows what it's like to be a part of a winning culture and is hoping to bring her luck down to Dunedin.
Langdon up to 5 points. Hoiho back up by 2. Neil looking to keep the pace up again. Lacey Rameka looks for another 3. She buries it. She's up to 10 in the game.
We know she can knock it down, but I'm impressed by Olivia O'Neill's unselfishness to find her shooter waiting.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pass to her. This game has really come alive now. Nice little fake at the 3 line there by Howden. Back to Langdon. Surprised she didn't put that step back 3 up there. And in fact, it's Richards. And that was great off the hands from Zoe Richards.
Great movement by the Hoiho. Zoe Richards, we've said it, she's worked on that 3-point shot these last couple years and shows us just how good it's looking.
5 points for Richards. Point scoring's been spread right around from the Hoiho. Only one player hasn't scored in their team now, that's Fulau. We've got a foul there.
Langdon just too physical, trying to get through that screen. And rightfully so, Ava Jones is a shooter. You've got to stay connected.
You know, Langdon plays tougher. She plays tough. She's not the most physically imposing player, but she plays tough. It's good.
Yep, she's physical, she's long. And she's been around the league to have the IQ to lock in, to scout.
So at the line now is Ava Jones. Can't get that free throw to fall. Going to be Hoiho possession with 16.2 left. BNZ player timeout up their sleeve. They might want to save that for the fourth quarter. Let's see. Here's Fulau Searle. Can't roll it in. That's a nice ball by Lacey Rameka, and the foul coming back the other way there by Fulau. She's not impressed.
No, I wouldn't be impressed either, because with that foul, with the Hoiho being in the bonus, they will all walk the floor and watch Hana Lacey Rameka at this Chemist Warehouse free throw line. The easiest shot she's got today.
So that locks the scores up. One shot left, 8.3 left. Hoiho will have the ball again. You never know, these 8.3 seconds might be critical. Ainley's picked it up. Oh, and Howden just clipped her on the arm there, Crystal.
Yeah, she came in quick, but not quick enough for the referee's eyes. Just have to think, did Hana miss that on purpose, knowing she had that tall timber down low?
Yeah, Ainley stayed composed, didn't she? First free throw miss from the Chemist Warehouse strike for her. She's doing solid. 5 points and 1 rebound today so far. Make that 6 points. So the Pouākai with a lead. Got a bit of full court pressure going on as well as Howden. Hustled here by Cutbush. Howden is fouled with 0.3 of a second remaining.
I am loving this matchup between Cutbush and Howden. Cutbush pressured her all the way down the court. Howden, with the experience, rode it out, put up the shot, and drew the foul.
Howden back at the line again. A lot of fouls in this quarter. Remember, we had pretty much half a game with no fouls, no shooting fouls at all. Now we're making up for last time, that's for sure. Howden gets the second, so it's the Hoiho and the Pouākai who are going to be tied up at 24 apiece with 1 quarter to go. I don't know what it is about you and me teaming up for commentaries at the moment, Crystal, but every game seems to be as tight as tight.
I mean, that's how we like it, Glenn. These tight games going right down to the wire. Let's hope all the Pouākai players can stay in today, because the last time we had them, they fouled out and had only 4 out on the floor for overtime.
That's right. That was a shocker, quite frankly, for the Pouākai.
It was insane. Pouākai versus the Queens at the Queens. If you missed that one, go back and watch it on replay. It was a goodie.
It was a goodie, wasn't it? Yeah, which the Queens won in overtime. I tell you, the Tauihi game last time those two played was not bad either. That went down to the wire. Just reminding you too that at 7 o'clock this evening, we do have the Tauihi game between these two teams, and the two previous meetings this season, to remind you of those, have been far from close. Pouākai won the first game by 38 points, and then in the second game it was the Hoiho winning by 36 points.
Yeah, pretty big turn of events. I'm not sure how to pick it tonight, which way it will go if we'll have that big of a margin. But either way, make sure you get amongst this deal, the FIBA starter form. I'm sure they'll come back up on your screen as our night goes along.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, tipping off just after 7. Make sure you're with us. But in the meantime, we've still got one more quarter of this game left to enjoy.
You want to get a good start here. 4 minutes is not a lot of time, and not a lot of time to get some momentum going your way.
Ainley, marked closely by Fualau. Here is Lacey Ramika. That's nice. She's playing very well in this game.
She is, and she's putting herself in great positions to score, coming off to her strong right hand there and getting herself downhill. Just too big for the help side that comes.
She's comfortably the leading scorer in the game with 13 points. Now Gallagher's coughed it up, and it's Lacey Ramika who's picked it up, and now Gallagher has conceded the foul.
She was frustrated fumbling that ball, but let's have another look at Hana Lacey Ramika getting downhill and just using her size to put that shot up over Howden down low.
O'Neill, now Ainley. Nicely by Fualau. Lacey Ramika again. Can't quite get the screen this time from Ainley. It's a plan B enacted, and it's Olivia O'Neill. It's nice play from O'Neill. That was composed play.
It was, and it was the right read to go to her right. That clear side is where the space was for the offense. Olivia O'Neill read that perfectly, rejected that on-ball screen, and we'll have another chance for the baseline inbounds.
O'Neill, 3x3 rep for New Zealand a couple of years ago. Here's Ainley. Lacey Ramika almost chalked down a steal there off her own player. Here's Howden.
She said, give me that ball. Howden pushing the pace.
Gallagher, nice. Here's Fualau. And the foul this time from Lacey Ramika.
Those two have seen each other a lot this year, both playing for their respective universities at the UTSNZ Nationals. Both 3-on-3 and 5-on-5. I just like that ball movement, the unselfishness that the Hoiho plays with. Sammy Gallagher with the beautiful pump fake and extra. And Faye able to draw the foul to finish it off.
So this is Faye Fualau at the line. She's a Cantabrian, playing in Otago. Ooh, this is the second too. Ainley with the rebound. Good one from her. So Pouākai remain in front by 2. O'Neill, Lacey Ramika. Getting off that screen from Ainley. Shot clock down to 4. And Pouākai a little unlucky not to nail that one. Now Gallagher. Nice pass into Langton. Gallagher for 3. It's away. Ooh. Almost flew in and nicked that one.
She did. She had the hustle. I also like the box out from Cutbush underneath. Made that space.
Well, scoring's gone really tight again halfway through this final quarter. Just the 2 points in it so far. That was to the Pouākai. To Lacey Ramika. 1 points. We've gone a little cold here as Ainley. So back to Jones for 3. Hoiho possession.
Good look for Ava Jones. We've seen her knock a couple threes down in this game already. No one was around, so good look.
Howden and Thoreau still to the bench. Tauihi and Richards back on for the wheel.
Dart back out there now too. Less than 2 to play. Here's little darts. Driving all the way. That's good play from her.
I love her game. That change of pace, out of the blocks, little dart, catch their defender sleeping.
Dart's been an excellent pickup for the Hoiho this season from Brisbane. Teammate of Beck Pizzi's in the NBL 1 competition earlier this year in Australia. Of course, going to see Pizzi in the main game. Here, the Tauihi game. Dart gets 2 out of 2. First 2 points there, big points coming for the Hoiho in this last quarter, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's one person that shows up in the clutch. Lil Dart has had some ice-cold moments this season. We'll see if she can do it again.
Yeah, might be called on again in this game for sure. That locked up is O'Neill. Just partially blocked there. Now Dart pushing it this time. Beautiful pass to Langton. That's nice.
Great connection by Dart, looking up the court and finding her streaking runner in Langton.
So Langton up to 7. It's time for the Hoiho to take the lead and get the steal and the foul.
Sammy Gallagher just doing the little things, the ball pressure, the active hands, getting in the lane, getting the tip and the foul.
It was Ava Jones picking up that foul. What about that pass from Dart? It was right on the money for Eva Langton.
It was, and Eva Langton with those long arms outstretched on that fast break.
And I tell you now, the Hoiho are in the bonus too. That's critical with a minute to play in a tight game.
It absolutely is. Or, sorry, Pouākai, if you would.
Yes, I should say Hoiho in the bonus. Here's Gallagher. Can't get the second. Nice rebound by Ava Jones. What is Pouākai going to do here? Go for a long range. We're going to set it up for a play. Ainley. Lacey Rameka. Nice job again by her. That's 15 points for her.
That is a big shot in terms of the moment of this game. Under a minute to go. Hits the tough fadeaway.
Really nice job. Now, here's Dart again. And, oh, it's been picked up. And it's a free run to the basket here for Lacey Rameka. Oh, she was looking for that three-point play, wasn't she?
She was. But what a sequence of play for her. Not only did she hit that tough turnaround, she got a piece of that dribble on the other end and leaks out for the free throws.
Wow, what a game for her. Oh, she's missed that one. Got to get this one from the second warehouse. From the Chemist Warehouse stripe, rather. There she does. So it's a tight ball game with 37 to play. A couple of plays left in this game. Critical play here for Tauihi. Now here is Richards. Darts. Shot clock down to 10. Dart going to take them on by herself. Dart for 3. Ainley has it. Chance for Pouākai now to win the game. They've got a BNZ player timeout to call as well, if they want. And there it is from Lacey Rameka. Good call from her. She's played with a cool head right there.
She is smart to take that BNZ player timeout. Just get her team composed. Let's get into a set. Let's run something that's familiar for the last play of this game.
Although it also does give the Hoiho the chance to dial in defensively as well.
Absolutely, and Sammy Gallagher flying all over the court trying to get a steal for her team.
Thanks to BNZ, of course, the BNZ player timeout, supporting the investment in the future of New Zealand basketball. Ainley to inbound it with 10 to play. Lacey Rameko's had a hot hand all game. Jones for the lead, and she's done it with 2 to play. Ava Jones.
Talk about a cool head who can finish under pressure. The closeout was long. Ava Jones, the blow-by and finish past 4 Hoiho players.
So, 1.9 left. Another BNZ player timeout call, this time by the Hoiho. Still tickets to the big game available if you scan that QR code, folks. Time is running out, though, with only 2 rounds to go now before the playoffs. closing down the stretch of the season. There's been some excellent games that we've enjoyed in recent weeks, like this one here. Gallagher, can the Hoiho win the game here? With 2 to play. Dart, got to put it up. And she's away, and it's the Pouākai who get the victory by 2 points. Really good win for them. They were struggling offensively early in that game, but they have found a way to come over the top of the Hoiho, and they win it 31-29.
Yeah, those 3 points in the first quarter by the Pouākai did not show great signs, but it was that third quarter where they exploded for 12 points, and that last bit of play by Hana Lacey Rameka. The shots, the stops, the free throw, and the cool head to call the BNZ player timeout down the stretch.
Yeah, she finished with 16 points and 2 rebounds. Jones with 9 points and 7 rebounds. Really good job by Ainley, 6 points and 4 rebounds. And for the Hoiho, top scorer was Lil Dart with 10, 4 assists as well. And Eva Langton finished with 7 points. So a really good game there at Sky Broadband Rapid League. Just reminding you again, in about 20 minutes, we'll be back here in Dunedin for the match between the Hoiho and the Pouākai in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. It's a big match involving the 2 South Island teams. We hope you can join us then.
date. But again, I make love, she wanted you to wait. Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was a boy at a concert. She had long hair and a short pencil. I just got on stage, tripping forward straight. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I was spinning her head, coming to the picture room so I could have some personal secret. I asked her her name, she said blah, blah, blah. She had 9, 10 kids and a very big bar. I took a couple from the city, she was a food. I said, how do you like the shit? She said, I prefer your music. I started throwing her, she started throwing back me. I ain't the one from the first. She had the one queen. Then when I asked, do you have a man? She tried to bring it in. She said, no, I don't. I only have a son.
With the performer Southern Hoiho would like to welcome you to the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Basketball game here in the Moreton Arena between the Southern Hoiho and the Pro Build ITM Mainland Pouākai. Throughout the game this afternoon, Hoiho fans will take the Sal's missed free slice activation. To expand the room for a chance to score some delicious free pizza, courtesy of Sal's Pizza. Keep an eye out for the Giants exercising and be sure to make some noise when the opposing team is shooting free throws. If they miss twice, you'll win a buy one, get one free slice. Teams, please clear the courts for the introductions. Thank you. the two teams for tonight's GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi Aotearoa basketball game, starting with the Pouākai. Number 17, Amelia Ainley. Number 10, Hannah Tully. Number 9, Ava Jones. Number 5, Hannah Lacey Reinecke. Number 30, Ruby Kapush. Number 8, Emma Rogers. Number 1, Olivia O'Neill. Number 45, Charlotte Whitaker. Number 44, McKenna Dale. Number 23, Bree Hall. Number 11, Taylor Mikesell. And number 24, Morgan Yeager. All right, Hoiho fans, here is your Hoiho team for tonight. From the villages of Whasito'otai, Leauva'a and Tōmua, number 7, Tia Pavihi. From the villages of Puaka'a, Sotawa and Whalealili, number 42, Faye Tuanao Searle. Number 24, Zoe Richards. Mai ngai uhi o Rākai Bāka me rono mai wahine number 4, Alana Howard. Lord Biwi o Ngāti Raukawa, number 9, and Captain Samara Gallagher. Mai ngai uhi o Taramaki me Te Aotearoa, number 17, Eva Langton. Number 12, Little Darts. Number 3, Taylor Simmons. Number 11, Claire Jacobs. Mai ngai uhi o Kaikahu me Ngāti Mutunga, number 8, Beck Pizzi. Number 10, Jessie Edwards. And number 22, Paige Bradley. Opportunity Hoiho finally to thank our following 2025 Southern Hoiho partners. Homestead Day by Hanley's Farm, the principal partner of the Southern Hoiho.
Well, kia ora te whānau. Welcome here to the Edgar Centre in Dunedin. It is round 9 of the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa League for 2025. Great to have you along this evening for the battle of the two South Island teams. The third time this season, the Southern Hoiho and the Mainland Pouākai. Both these teams have split their previous victories. They've both been hugely decisive, with one of them by 38 points to the Pouākai back in late September. First game of the season, in fact. And then the Hoiho getting their revenge about 3 weeks ago, when they won 102-66. Two massive blowouts. Crystal Ledger Walker, good evening to you as we look at the Good Health poll, though. Let's square this off first. Brought to you by the trusted Viralex range, the natural immune defence support for the whole family, available at the Chemist Warehouse. There is the QR code on the screen, folks. Love to get your thoughts on who's going to get this game. And at the moment, it's the Southern fans who are out in force. 78-22. It's a pretty decisive win. And I guess, Crystal, to bring you in now, is the Pouākai a bit injury hit heading into this game, aren't they? Yeah, they are. They're missing three really key players in Ezra McGoldrick, Abigail Fogg, and Marina Whittle. When you combine all three of those players, they combine for 40 points, 18 rebounds, and over 6 assists per game. So that's some big holes for this Pouākai team to fill. So get your votes in, folks. If you're in Christchurch or Nelson, maybe get on there and have some fun with that one and try and level up those percentages a little bit heading into tip-off of this game. Yes, a big game too. Who's going to finish second, first, third, fourth? Look at those top four teams. It's pretty much dead even. And home court advantage could be at stake to the winner of this game too, Crystal, with the playoffs coming up. Yeah, I think this just speaks to the level of this league, how much it has risen, how well the recruiting has been, especially in those import spots. But you're right, the home court advantage, you want your fans to be able to get behind you. You want to play in front of them a couple more times. So all four of those squads looking to fight it out for that top place. Yeah, worth mentioning too that the Phi are in the box seat. They do have a game in hand, as you can see. So simple equation for them. If they win their last 3 games, they will finish top. But weren't the Phi just beaten in their last game against the Pouākai 68-63? Yes, they were. So there you go. There's a lot going on as we move through this competition. And these upcoming games to Crystal are going to be massive as well, with the Kahu and the Phi up against each other tomorrow. Then the Phi nip back home or nip down to Wellington. It's a big weekend for the Phi, isn't it? Coming up, and then they play their last game next weekend in the regular season against the Hoiho, and then the Pouākai have got to win that game against the Kahu. So yeah, there's some interesting clashes coming up. There absolutely is, and a lot of games for the defending champs, the Phi. If they can win out, they will take that first place seed, as you mentioned. Yes, if they take those 3 wins, then they're all sweet. Something tells me there's a bit of drama coming. Let's head to the starting 5s now for these two teams. And Pouākai, with the absence of Fogg, McGoldrick and Whittle, it's going to be down to players like Taylor Mikesell, Bree Hall, who step into the starting lineup, Charlotte Whitaker as well. This is her first start in her 11th game this season. Let's hear from one of the players. In fact, it is Charlotte Whitaker.
Charlotte, well, the Pouākai are down a few key personnel tonight for the 2nd game in a row. How does it change the approach of tonight's game against the Hoiho squad that we know was in great form the last time the two sides met?
Yeah, I think understanding that we are down a few key players, obviously, coming into tonight's game, but I don't think it changes a lot in our mindset coming into the game, understanding that we've just got to come in here, execute the game plan, and, you know, be able to really step up. I think, you know, bringing a few of the DPs up is a good experience and an exciting thing for them, and so understanding that everyone's role will stay the same, but also have to change a little to be able to kind of make up for the people we're missing tonight. But, yeah, just come in, go hard, and try to execute as much as we can to get the win, so, yeah.
Nice, and you're obviously into the starting lineup tonight, but without your normal contingent of post weapons against a pretty stout Hoiho front line, how are you looking to impact the game tonight?
Yeah, I think just going and understanding that I can't get in foul trouble, and understanding that we kind of need a strong physical presence inside, and you know, contributing on the boards especially, and understanding that, you know, my defense will need to be pretty big tonight to be able to stop the inside presence. But I think all up, yeah, just being able to give what I can, and yeah, for my team tonight. So excited for that, yeah.
Ka pai, best of luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Job to Charlotte Whitaker there, who's been going at 6 points per game and 5 rebounds a game, her first start. Let's have a look at the Hoiho side now. And we've got their usual starting 5 out there. Paige Bradley, Jessie Edwards, Beck Pizzi, Claire Jacobs and Taylor Simmons, who we're going to hear from right now.
Right, Taylor, well, the Pouākai are without some key personnel today, but a wounded team can be dangerous. How are the Hoiho looking to defend a team whose attack may look very different without the league's leading scorer and their normal front court depth?
I think it's even more important for us in games like this to lock in and not worry about other teams. Just make sure that we're doing what we need to do, stay together, keep the ball moving, and yeah, this is ultimately finals prep. We got 2 more games until we roll into playoffs, so keep the ship as tight as we can.
Nice, nice. The Hoiho have proved pretty potent offensively, boasting the second highest scoring offense in the league, dropping, I think, 102 the last time the two teams met. How can you find that same level of offensive efficiency today with a chance to play for home court advantage?
Yeah, I think playing for 4 quarters consistently is going to be huge for us. I know we have really incredible bursts, but able to string as many of them together as we can. We have a lot of offensive threats that anyone can go off any night, and it's amazing. Like a lot of games, we have whole starting 5, or we have like multiple people in double figures. So we really just need to share the ball and keep attacking our strengths.
Can't play. Best of luck.
Thank you.
She's going to have a big night with those hands with the ball right at the end of that interview. 83.5 points scored per game there for the Hoiho. That just trails Pouākai by 3. And that battle between Bradley and Jaeger, as we look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head here, that's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, it is. Two of the best point guards in this league. Jaeger is so exciting, crafty to watch with the ball, and Bradley so good at setting her team up. So watch out for those two, Jaeger in number 24, Bradley in 22.
And we are underway now with the Pouākai having the first possession. McKenna Dale, 13 points per game. She's been going at the tall fern. Really need to see her going strong again this season. Look at Whitaker flying in there. That is commitment. She's going to have to need a big game in this one, and that is a really good sign right off the bat there.
That is. We heard her just speak about her rebounding presence inside, being that physical force for the Pouākai. She showed early you need to put a body on her.
So early foul goes against the Hoiho. There goes the 3. It's away from Mike Sell. Here's Dale again. Early ball here for the Pouākai in these first 30-40 seconds. Here's Bree Hall. Nice fake on Paige Bradley. Bree Hall can't bank it in, though, and here comes Bradley.
Good rip. She might have missed a foul call on that one. Look at Pizzi, seal down low.
Can't nail the basket, though. Lovely pass from Bradley. Now Jaeger. Jaeger putting a foot down on Paige Bradley. And Edwards. Oh, that's just about the softest foul of the year.
That is a pretty soft foul and an absolute bailout for Jaeger. She's lucky they gave her that one.
Edwards is straight out of the game with 2 fouls in the first 50 seconds.
If there was going to be an Achilles heel for this Hoiho team, it is the foul trouble that their bigs sometimes get in.
Here's Mike Sell. Poor pass that time, easily picked off by Bradley. Here comes Paige Bradley. Going to work off Pizzi. Here is Simmons for 3, can't nail it. And now here's Dale again. One thing I've liked this year, McKenna Dale. Good to see the Tall Ferns really in there, mixing it up with some established pros. So props to players like Amy Shearer, McKenna Dale. It's been great, and Ezra McGoldrick, of course, who just delivers year after year.
Right, so good to see those Kiwi names at the top of those leaderboards. But you're right, McKenna Dale, a leader for any squad she's a part of, led the Phi to their championship run last year and trying to lead this Pouākai squad back to that same final game.
Simmons with that layup gets the Hoiho off and running. Jaeger does likewise at the other end.
Great poise, great patience with those long steps to get around the taller Pizzy for the 2.
Dart switched on. Jesse Edwards out of the game on 2 fouls after 50 seconds. Bradley can't nail it. Hall has got the ball.
Great read by Bradley to curl that handoff with Bree Hall trailing behind.
Long ranger. Whitaker in there mixing it up. Here's Jacobs throwing it straight to Hall. Long arms to Bree Hall. Now we've got a smash. It's Claire Jacobs. That was a great period of play.
That was Bree Hall picking it off and taking it straight at the body of Jacobs. No fear on that drive, and the Pouākai bench up and hyped about the stop.
Bree Hall is an interesting player. This is her 8th appearance this season. She only her 2nd start. She was 20th pick in the WNBA draft this year for Indiana. I don't think we've seen the best of her just yet. What do you think?
Absolutely not. She's shooting the 3 ball at 22% this year. I know the Pouākai recruited her to be a shooting threat from deep. In college, during her junior and senior year, she shot over 38% from deep. So we know her resume shows she has it in her.
South Carolina, 2-time NCAA champion. She's got real credentials. Bree Hall, maybe tonight's going to be the night for her.
This would be a great night for her to show out, especially while that Pouākai squad is missing the likes of McGoldrick and Whittle.
And here is Hall kicking it back to Whitaker. Can't nail a triple. And there's Claire Jacobs. Jacobs pushing the ball. Darts. Well, she's throwing it straight to Hall, who's grabbed it. And that's a beautiful pass out to Jaeger. Jaeger! Oh, that's really nice from Morgan Jaeger.
Morgan Jaeger, one of the most fun and exciting players to watch in this league. So crafty with the ball in hand.
Jacobs. There's Jacobs' sisters now at the Kahu, who of course are in action tomorrow night. There's Bradley from the free throw line, and that's going to roll in.
There's quite a few family affairs across this league as we look at one of the Rogers sisters as well.
There's Emma Rogers. She's had her injury problems this season, hasn't she? There's Hall again, and that's nice for Bree Hall. 2 to her.
What a great start she's having. Absorbs that contact, and wow, what a dime from Bradley to the running Jacobs.
Jacobs, look out if she gets hot. Wonderful pace to this game, Mike Sell. Now Hall is just going to hit the pause button. In fact, a complete communication stuff-up with McKenna Dale.
And take another look at that dime to Jacobs streaking down the floor. Paige Bradley, the best assister in the comp, 6.4 per game.
Simmons trying to get an Dale with the block, clean one too. That was fantastic.
Simmons had the better of her with a push off a play before. Dale said not again.
Getting the fly swat, and I'm smashing it. Here's Jaeger. She's lost it. Got too cute with possession there. Dart. Has Bradley there. Simmons. Here goes Jacobs from way downtown, and she's a very nice shot there from Claire Jacobs.
And that is the way the Hoiho wanted to play, staying together and moving the ball. In that position, everyone got a touch.
Well, this is a good sign for Claire Jacobs. She struggled at various times to get momentum, but when she does, she is a lethal weapon.
You're right, she is, and she loves this matchup. The first time these teams met, she scored 27. The second time, she had 19, and once again tonight, we see her stroking it from downtown. She's up to 5.
Yeah, promising signs for the Hoiho. Claire Jacobs can nail those long ranges. Here's Paige Bradley. Really interesting with Jesse Edwards out of the game. Hasn't impacted at all on the Hoiho. Those 2 quick fouls. Bradley. In fact, if anything, they've looked even more lethal. Here is Jacobs. Pizzy with 2 on the shot clock. Bradley did her best, but messy there from the Hoiho. Here come the Pouākai through Jaeger. Jaeger, oh, see you later, Claire Jacobs.
Oh my God, she blew by Morgan Jaeger, crafty inside.
Oh, the 3's rattled in from Simmons. This is great entertainment early in this one.
Taylor Simmons, 1 from 2 from deep, up to 7 points tonight.
Here's Jaeger. Jaeger again looking to weave up a number. Shot clock down to 3. That's Mike Sal with the deep 2.
She hasn't connected from deep yet, decides to take one more dribble closer to the basket and puts it in, her first 2 points of the day.
14-12. Excellent game of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. I hope you're enjoying it early in this game. Here's Simmons again. Looking for Beck Pizzi, not going to use her. There's a foul. Is that off the ball there by McKenna Dale?
Oh, McKenna Dale got done dirty twice on that play. She took an elbow to the head and got the foul. It's getting physical down low.
Double whammy there for McKenna Dale.
Beck Pizzi taking a seat for Hoiho. Zoe Richards checking into the game.
Dale going to stay out there. That was the first foul, personal foul on any Pouākai player. Here's Dart to inbound it. Bradley on Rogers. Beautiful play from Paige Bradley. How good was that?
We said the 2-point guards were going to be the ones to watch for tonight, and man, are they putting on a show. Paige Bradley in her bag.
Her exhaust is on fire right there. Here goes Whitaker from long range. And in it goes from Charlotte Whitaker.
Charlotte Whitaker, physical and composed down low, but she can also stretch the floor. Let's take another look at that lethal crossover. Paige Bradley, see ya.
16-15. Whitaker keeps it close with her first points of the game with that triple. Now Jacobs. Here's Bradley getting himself in really good position again there, Crystal. That was lovely.
It was great curl and great pull-up by Paige Bradley. That was a great play because both sides of the floor had an action the defense could not stop and watch.
Both teams shooting above 50% in this game. Dale kicks it out to Mike Sal. Mike Sal with a 3.
Beautiful one-hand ball by Dale down low. Mike Sal finally connects from deep. That 2-point had her going.
Mike Sal was a noted perimeter shooter in college in the US. She was the 13th pick for Indiana back in 2023 in the draft. Whitaker, a little fortunate. Pouākai to keep the ball there. That's a great... Oh, McKenna Dale had it there from Rogers. That's 2 points gone begging.
Unfortunate not to get that one to go. Great pass by Ava Jones down low, and it's good to see her getting burned early in this game. Had a really good rapid league showing, knocked down 2 big threes and getting rewarded for it tonight.
And Rogers checks out as well. And here comes Bradley again. Working off Richards. Darts now. Bradley again. Brings it across to Gala, who's out there with 2 on the shot clock. She might have to put up the shot, and she does. And that's a good defensive stop by the Pouākai.
It was. They clogged the paint, they made it hard and took away a lot of passing angles for the Hoiho. Came up with the stop.
Jaeger. 6 points to her in the game already. Almost stolen by Bradley. Mike Sal's got it. Here's Dale for 3. And Bradley grabs it for the Hoiho. Times the pass to perfection to the little darts. Jaeger, the pace of this game. Here's Hall, 2-on-1 situation. And there's 2 easy points for Taylor Mike Sal.
Bree Hall, as this season has gone on, has really stepped up into a more defensive role. We saw her last game against the Phi take Jess McDowell-White and shut her down at times. She's trying to do the same against Bradley today.
Bradley for 3, she's all class. Just wondered whether Coach Todd Marshall might call a timeout. And now Coach Stojkovic, but they're not. Play on's the call. Here's Dale. Now letting these players sort it out. Love it. Beautiful pass to Whitaker.
Great pick and roll. Cleared that side out. Whitaker had no one able to tag. Easy finish.
Here goes Darts. Shooting percentages are way up from both teams. There's a foul by Jaeger. Pouākai 8 from 14 from the field for 57%. In fact, 9 from 15 after that last shot, up to 60%. And the Hoiho shooting it over 50% as well, Crystal.
Love to see it. These teams are going at it. They're showing us why those scores got up so high on one side on those last two occasions. But I like this read by Simmons. She had Jaeger on her. She's got the size advantage standing at 6'1". Gets great positioning down low. Easy call in front of the ref as well.
Second one from the Chemist Warehouse. Stripe goes in. Here's Dale again. Dale around Eva Langton, her Phi teammate from last year. Here's Mikesell for three. Taylor Mikesell heating up.
McKenna Dale doing a great job of finding her. They went back to that exact same pick and roll action with Whitaker. That time, Mikesell comes open.
Mikesell, the first player to hit double digits. She's on 10 points already. Simmons can't nail that one. And Bree Hall offloads to Jaeger. Dale. Oh, she was wide open to take the shot though. And there's a strong foul there by Gallagher. She doesn't know any other way to play.
McKenna Dale killing the defense right now. Have another look at that hammer pass along the baseline to Mikesell, who was spotted up and ready.
Oh, we mentioned earlier we maybe haven't seen the best of Bree Hall. Mikesell made a fantastic start to the season with 20 points in her first game against the Hoiho and then 23 against the Kahu. She's on track for a big one in this game.
We've spoken about, you know, those three players missing for the Pouākai. But with those three players out, it also gives opportunity for some other players to step up and get ready for the business end of the season, which is fast approaching.
Well, and that's the other point, isn't it? You're dead right, Crystal. If they can kind of jag a win here, the Pouākai, without three of their best players, that all of a sudden makes them quite imposing, I think, with 2 games to go, depending on when those three players are going to be back.
Right, absolutely.
Here's Gallagher. It's Pouākai up by 4 now. that 4-point lead didn't last long, did it?
Not at all. Lil Dar does not muck around. Quick release from outside.
Fantastic quarter, hasn't it? Hoiho are up by 4 at one point. Pouākai up by 4. Now they lead by 1. We've got 10 seconds left here. Lil Dart. Not often she goes a game without nailing a triple like that.
No, and that was a great read. Bree Hall went underneath that screen, which gave just enough space for Dart.
So what can the Pouākai do with 9.6 left in this first quarter? Jaeger. She's been brilliant in this quarter. All the players have. Jaeger! Oh, stop it, Morgan Jaeger.
She has got her full bag of tricks on display. Morgan Jaeger, the explosiveness to end that quarter.
What a way to end the quarter. Worth another look. Really nice finish from Morgan Jaeger. 28-25, Pouākai up by 3.
Now each contestant has to start a half. Olivia A over here. Olivia, we go ahead, both of them. Make yourself a slice. Wrap around, off we go again. Oh, this is too easy for Olivia. And this is too easy for Olivia as well. This is nice and easy. Keep going, guys, keep going. Oh, nice little ball. Here we go, what's Olivia got here? Oh, unlucky. But Olivia over this side has got 3. And Olivia on this side's got 3 too. I'll tell you what, we should call people Olivia everywhere. This is a lot easier for me. Olivia with number 4 here. So get to wrap around, Olivia, wrap around. Yep, halfway. Keep going, Olivia. Nice, there we go. All right, halfway. That looks like it's us, everyone. Halfway, congratulations. work, girls. Alrighty, that is it for this activation here, courtesy of GJ Gardner Homes.
Second quarter about to start here in Dunedin. Round 9 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, and it's Pouākai up 28-25. A high-scoring quarter, but the defence feel like Crystal Ledger Walker's been particularly bad. It's just been excellent execution for both teams offensively.
Yeah, both teams have come in hot. They know what time of the season it is. We're getting close to the games where you can't redo things.
Well, turnovers like that have been pretty few and far between. CFB Pouākai can take advantage here. Jaeger. Strong defense by Gallagher. Too strong, according to the officials.
Morgan Jaeger's change of pace is just so impressive. She slows you up and just like that blows by you with a quick cross and crafty moves.
Here's McKenna Dale, now Bree Hall. Bree Hall can't get the roll, but there's Dale with a fantastic offensive rebound. Bree Hall going to get another opportunity. Nice hands from Jones. That's Mike Sell with 4 on the shot clock. Oh, tipped. Langton's got it. Nice pass from her. Here's Darts. 4 Pouākai players race back. Jacobs for 3. Hall with the rebound.
Good look by the Hoiho to find their shooter. He's already hit one tonight, but Morgan Jaeger drawing all these fouls.
Yeah, you're dead right about that. Dart is going to concede the foul. And Jaeger's energy has been infectious for this Pouākai team so far. Ball again. Now Whitaker. All for 3. And there's Dart with the rebound. Still no points in the second quarter so far. Kizzy back to Langton, who's lost it. Was there a little reach-in foul there? There was. Langton a little fortunate, I reckon, there. Crystal.
Yeah, wasn't much space to get through on that side of the floor. But the refs gave her a hand, and the Hoiho will get another chance to set up their play.
Coach Todd Marshall getting some of his big guns back out there again. Here's Bradley. Closely by Emma Rogers, who's just getting better and better as each game passes. She's only 18. Again, a bright future in the sport. She is number 8 there.
They travelled down with Coach Alex from the Whai, her home in Tauranga. She's committed to Fairfield University, a Division I school in the States, from 2026.
It's exciting to see these players come through as Dart nails another 3. Now, I was reading about Jackson Ball the other day, about how he's grown at Illawarra. What a story he has been. I mean, he's starting in the Aussie NBL now for that team, and boy, what a future he's got. Unreal.
Just crazy. So cool to see him take that step at each level and keep growing. But yeah, he was the one to watch for this season in the NBL.
He's barely out of nappies. He's off to Wisconsin. It's exciting for Emma Rogers, exciting for Jackson Ball, exciting for New Zealand basketball. Here's Dale. Dale, see ya!
Talk about exciting for New Zealand basketball. McKenna Dale, the tall fern, all the way to the cup.
Pouākai back up by 2. Dale now has 3 points. Here's Pizzy. Here's Jacobs. No basket, says the official. We got an offensive foul.
McKenna Dale turned the corner, blew by her defense, easy lay, and then went down the other end and took one on the chin to get the ball back for her squad.
Yeah, that GJ Gardner-Holmes replay is very good there for McKenna Dale. That foul, by the way, went on Beck Pizzi. At the other end now, Bree Hall. Good defense by Dart there. Rogers. That's Jones. Nice from Ava Jones.
So poised, especially for such a young age. Has that confidence to get herself in the paint.
Jones, another youngster. She's only 16. There's Darts. And it goes from Little Darts. That's her third three-pointer of the game.
Check the heaters. She's come in hot. Little Dart getting it done.
Hall for three. Can't do right back at you, but there's Jones with an offensive rebound. What a pass. Dale has let another 2 points slip through her fingers there.
She'll be gutted. She's not used to missing those. But how about Ava Jones with the vision to see her teammates under the hoop?
Bradley. Jacobs. What's happened there? Foul has gone on Jones.
Pushing foul ball on Ava Jones for the Pouākai.
And that's something you have to learn at every level you go up in basketball, is adjusting to that physicality and the way the refs call the game. Lil Dart, quick off the mark.
Can't nail that one's a tough basket. And Pizzi is fouled on the rebound. Good defense by Jaeger initially there.
Good matchup down low. Pizzi standing at 6'3". Charlotte Whitaker matching her at that same height. Gets her on the arm, trying to get that block.
Yeah, it's the first personal for Whitaker.
Taylor might sell back on the court for her. Pizzi at the line to shoot too.
So Beck Pizzi at the free throw line. She's been going at 75% from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Great numbers for her this season. 13 points per game at 57%, 8 rebounds, 3 assists as well. A very, very good season so far for the Tall Fern, who debuted against Korea earlier this year. Now here's Jaeger. Here's Pizzi all over Jaeger, and she's got steps on it. Great defense by Beck Pizzi.
Was the right idea from Jaeger in the end to try get it to her big, who had that mismatch down low. But just bad positioning, trying to get that pass there. You're right, with the height of Pizzi to get it by.
Pizzi, big height advantage on that matchup. Jacobs for three again. And Claire Jacobs with another three. That's 7 three-pointers from 10 attempts in this game for the Hoiho.
Claire Jacobs, the leading scorer for this Hoiho team, showing up in the second quarter.
7 threes already, and we're only 3:30 into the second quarter. Jaeger. Pizzi almost got that out of Whitaker's hands. Dale for three. Bradley's got the rebound. Dart for three more, and she's got it! What is up with these Hoiho outside shooters in this game? They just can't miss.
What a hit from Lil Dart, and you're right. She cannot miss. Perfect from downtown. No hesitation on that three-point shot. Very high arcing.
4 from 4 for Dart. And all of a sudden, the Hoiho up by 7 points. Biggest lead of the game. Now, Tom Marshall, he's a pretty experienced coach. Been around the sport for a long time. As we check out the large note for $35, just scan that QR code, folks. Valid until next Thursday. Marshall knows that three-point shooting is a thing that's great to have, but you can't bank on it all the time. He knows it's going to get tight at a certain point in this game. I just wonder whether he might be reinforcing that to his team right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You need to keep getting those paint touches, keep challenging the Pouākai at the rim. But hey, if they keep sagging off shooters like Lil Dart, she has the confidence to let it go.
Incredible, 4 from 4 in the game, up to 12 points off the bench. That's her season's average already.
She's shooting it at a very impressive clip. 46.3% from outside.
Well, that's just given a nice little boost. It's probably up around 50 now. Not bad, eh?
Not bad at all, and you can see why she's confident letting it go. The scoring spark that the Hoiho have been searching for.
Also takes the pressure off someone like Taylor Simmons as well, doesn't it? There goes Mike Sell for three, who's been fantastic in this game as well.
Yeah, talk about shooters that you must keep track on. Mike Sell starting to heat up.
13 points for Mike Sell. She's 5 from 7 in the game. That was her third 3 from 5 attempts. Pizzy back to Jacobs. Jacobs is away. Mike Sell gets the rebound this time. Here's Jaeger. Mike Sell for 3 again. Tough shot, that one. It was a running 3 attempt.
What's really impressive about Taylor Mikesell and her three-point shot is the release time. From the moment that ball touches her hands to the moment it leaves, there's not much in it. You've got to be there on the catch.
Bradley. Now Pizzy. Hard off the rim. Picked up by Dale. Dale. Tough basket for her. That was good D by Bradley. What about that from Darts? Bradley, look at the connection between her and Dart. That's very impressive. Dart. It's a heat check.
It is. If you've knocked down that many and you shoot almost 50% from outside, not a bad look from Dart, but you're right. Paige Bradley and Lil Dart have that point guard connection. They know what each other's thinking, and they both have that shared court vision of what's going on.
Well, Pouākai try again. Tough little period for them. They were up by 4 in that first quarter. They led by 3 at quarter time. Ball high off the glass, no good. And who's that come off? It's come off Pizzy, I suspect. Pizzy playing a tough game. Different style of game with all these outside shots going in. And of course, Jessie Edwards subbed out early after conceding 2 fouls inside the first minute, so Pizzy's having to play as the big in this Hoiho team at the moment. Here's Jaeger. And that was going to be a shot clock violation.
Good D, a lot of contact down low between Simmons and Jaeger to end that play. But the Hoiho doing a great job of switching things off the ball. With Edwards out, Pizzy, their only true big. The other 4 are able to switch everything defensively.
Bradley again, going past Hall. Dart for 3 more. She's away that time. Bradley couldn't tidy up, and Whitaker did just that for the Pouākai. Here's Jaeger. She's taken steps again, is she? Or is that a foul? Looks like the foul on Paige Bradley.
Yeah, off the ball. Paige Bradley could feel it coming. Charlotte Whitaker, that 6'3" frame inside. Not much Paige Bradley would have been able to do if Charlotte had got that ball down there.
Yeah, Charlotte Whitaker enjoying her first year in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa, playing in France earlier this year. Playing for the Tall Ferns last year.
She's featured in the NBL1 in Australia, and obviously graduated from Colorado University with a sociology and a master's degree.
And 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe for Whitaker there. She's up to 8 points in the game. Now the Hoiho just not dropping those outside shots in those last few minutes. I feel the Pouākai's got a chance here to grind their way back into this contest. Bradley, good ball into Pizzy. And that pass from Bradley had to be spot on.
that she's so good at putting the ball away from the defense, outside of their reach, and leading her teammates to the hoop. Pizzy frustrated she couldn't get that 2 to go. So it was a great set run by the Hoiho.
So Big Pizzy go back to the line. So all the points so far have been from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. She's only put up 2 shots in the game so far, though. She's going to stay 1 or 2 from 3 in the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this game. In fact, 3 from 4, rather. So the Hoiho up by 3. Jaeger. Let's pull up there. Bree Hall with the offensive rebound. Back to Jaeger. Jaeger for 3. And it rattles from Morgan Jaeger.
Jaeger doing a good job of staying active. But Pizzy running the floor and finally getting that layup to go.
That's a beautiful response right there from the Hoiho. Just as Pouākai feel like they're going to retake the lead. Back come their southern rivals. Here's Hall. Nice defense by Eva Langton not to concede a foul on that occasion.
Eva Langton been around the league, been around the reps. Knows how to get away with that block.
Bradley. Shot clock down to 4. Langton. Another good defensive stop there by the Pouākai. Jones back out there. That's Mike Sell, who's hardly missed in the game. Just as I say that, of course she missed. Here's Bradley. Pushing the ball. Pizzy. 2 points there. Jaeger looks, stares at the official, but the official didn't blow the whistle.
But what a pass from Bradley to Pizzy on that run. Pouākai just slowing things down.
Jaeger wide open now. Mike Sell. Jaeger going to get a second opportunity. Dale gets rid of Jacobs. Bree Hall, that's nice. Very good play there from McKenna Dale.
Absolutely, had the little show and go. Take another look at it. There's that show and go extra to my teammate. Thank you very much. We'll have a seat on the bench. See you after this timeout.
Yeah, Bree Hall with 6 points as Coach Todd Marshall calls the timeout. Jaeger's the leading, no, Mike Sell, the leading scorer for the Pouākai with 13. She's shooting at 62%. Jaeger's in double digits as well with 11. And the leading scorer for the Hoiho is Lil Dart off the subs bench with 12 points. All of them 3-pointers. Simmons has got 11 and Claire Jacobs 8.
One player that's really stood out for me is McKenna Dale, just doing all those little things to get her team's extra positions. She's got 5 rebounds, only 3 points tonight, but I expect that to change. And 4 assists. She is sharing that ball around, getting her teammates going.
She's got a block too. Yeah, she's having an excellent all-round match. And that's the thing we love about McKenna Dale and Pizzy as well. You know, they're capable of scoring big too, Crystal, but they contribute right across the court.
Yeah, and that's the key of getting Tall Ferns and New Zealand players in this mix. They're willing to do those little things to really put their team forward. But if you're just tuning in and you're wondering where Edwards is, she's on the bench. She went out early with those 2 personal fouls. The Hoiho will be happy to get her back out there when Todd feels ready.
By the way, a couple of milestones coming here for Paige Bradley and McKenna Dale. Bradley just needs 3 more points to bring up 500 career points in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. And McKenna Dale needs 6 more to bring up 600. Here is Jaeger. Jaeger! Ooh, yes!
She is putting on a show today. 13 points for Morgan Jaeger.
She's shades of the MVP finals performance last year, wasn't it? Here's Langton with a tough 2-pointer.
The lean away going left. Her strong hand, Eva Langton, with some good contributions tonight.
Jaeger, that was a tough one. Busy with that. Here's Bradley pushing it. Langton. Langton, nice from Eva. Langton did all the hard work there. Jacobs. No foul either. Well, Pouākai, how did they stop the two there?
Yeah, the Pouākai doing a good job of getting back on defense. Mike Sell.
Ooh, Mike Sell again. It's raining threes from her. Pouākai back in front with 25 seconds left. 16 points in the first half for Taylor Mikesell. Simmons. Again, does all the hard work. Bradley. Here's Jacobs for three. No foul for Claire Jacobs. And Rogers calls the BNZ player timeout with 3 points, or about 3 seconds left.
Have another look at that spin move by Jaeger and the elevation to finish as well.
She's rushing back on defense. That GJ Gardner-Holmes replay was pretty apparent there for her. Scan that QR code, folks, thanks to BNZ. Proudly supporting the investment in New Zealand basketball. Still a chance for you to get tickets to the big games over the next couple of weeks before the playoffs begin. Right, what can the Pouākai do with these last couple of seconds? Jaeger can have the last say. And she's away, so it's tight at halftime here in Dunedin in round 9 of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa for 2025. And the third meeting between these two this season. Just a point ahead are the Pouākai, 47-46.
Time for our Meridian mini minors. Out there, play hard, play fast, but most importantly, have fun out there and enjoy your game. That's a solid bump back. I like that.
It's half time here in Dunedin. And we've got an excellent game of Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa building towards its climax. 47-46 to the Pouākai, up by 1. Remember, the Pouākai came into this in 3rd place on the table with a 6-4 record. Hoiho also the 6-4 record, just behind on 4th on the countback system. Let's check out some Chemist Warehouse stats here. Mikesell and Jaeger have been absolutely fantastic for the Pouākai. Remember, the Pouākai are without 3 of their big guns in this game, all injured. Fogg, McGoldrick and Whittle. And they've stepped up, haven't they, Crystal? They have. And hey, I'll just correct you on that. Ezra McGoldrick's out with a personal. We don't want to start any injury rumours there. Of course. But yes, they're a big hole for this Pouākai team in main pieces. But as we go through these stats, the big differences for me are Hoiho off the bench. They have 14 points, and that's a big thanks to Lil Dart, who's been a spark for them. Rebounding-wise, the Pouākai leading all rebounds with 26 between the team, and Hoiho just 16 for them. Really cleaning things up, especially on that defensive end, are the Pouākai, and Bree Hall leading the way with 6. But look at that, Paige Bradley, not a surprise to see her name atop the assist list. She's had 8 on this game, averaging 6.4, so pretty exciting to see her with 8.5. Wow. And then McKenna Dale also doing great things, moving the ball, sharing it around for her team, finding shooters like Mikesell in particular. And the Pouākai getting back on defense, 3 blocks for the team. And then lastly, steals galore for both teams in that first half. Jacobs picking off 2, Bree Hall picking off 2. In fact, one of them might have been thrown straight to her, but nonetheless, she's atop that board for the Pouākai. They'll look to tidy that up in the second half. Yeah, fantastic half played by both teams, and it's finely balanced, isn't it, with this game heading into the second half here in Dunedin, which is not too far away. Stick around.
Future Hoiho players potentially a little there. Meanwhile, here at the Warrington Arena, it's a 47-46 lead to the Mainland Pouākai. Thanks in no small part to Taylor Mikesell, who has 16 points, and Morgan Jaeger has 13 of her own. Meanwhile, for the Hoiho, Taylor Simmons has 11 of her own. Jacobs with 8. Take busy with 7. I'd like to thank the following 2025 Southern Hoiho partners. Principal partner, Homestead Bay by Hadley's Farm. Our major partners, Remarkable's Park, Night and Day, Sky Sport, Dunedin City and Better Creative, along with Pioneer Finance, Creeds, Dunedin, Meridian Mall, Venture, Target Accounting, Andrew Sims and Affinity Advisors. If you have a yellow shirt, we've got some amazing signed shirts and prizes to give away. You have to be wearing yellow in order to be eligible for a spot prize, but if you're wearing yellow, make some noise, stand up. Show your passion for the Hoiho, and our riser dancers will come through and hopefully give you a spot prize. Make some noise if you're wearing yellow. And just clarify, if you're a 45-year-old person and you're wearing yellow, you're in the draw too. So stand up and be proud. I see a few people there in yellow.
Well, not too far away from a start in the third quarter here between the Hoiho and the Pouākai. Reminding you of that score, it's 47-46 to the Pouākai. Round 9 continues in Auckland. Tomorrow night, by the way, folks, we're going to have the Kahu, who are still searching for their first win of the season after 9 straight losses. They're playing the Phi, who are at the top of the table. Kahu, losing streak is 11 games when you throw in the final 2 games they lost last season. It's pretty tough, isn't it, for the Kahu in 2025. But the Phi, worth mentioning again in this tight competition, if they win their last 3 games of the regular season, they will finish top and will be in prime position to defend their title from last year.
Yeah, they're looking in great shape. They've come into the season in good form. They've recruited well. Obviously, a few of their pieces came down to this Pouākai squad, but no love was lost between those two the last time they matched up. The Phi, as you see there, in good shape.
Yeah, really interesting competition, isn't it? With those top 4 teams, with 6 wins each at the moment. It's very close, and it could come down to points percentage, which at the moment the Queens are in front, but by no means is that a comfortable 6-point margin. You know, we've seen a couple of blowouts here and there, Crystal. It could change again.
It absolutely can, and you want to battle it out for the top spot, no matter if you're going to get that first place or not, because as we saw last year, 4th took out first, and they took that home place final, so anything could happen, and this season is very far from done.
Yeah, the top 4 teams this year, I don't think there's any doubt, are all capable of beating each other, which is really exciting with 2 rounds to come. Remember, you play 12 games in the regular season, so the Phi have that 1-game buffer, which we will see them use tomorrow night when they play the Kahu. Now, here's our good health poll again, and that margin has lengthened out in favour of the Hoiho, 83% to 17, but I don't know about you, Crystal, I reckon the Pouākai are good for this 1-point lead, and off the back of excellent first half performances from Taylor Mikesell, Morgan Jaeger and McKenna Dale, they're going to be right in this game.
They are, and we just saw them come off a really tight win versus the Phi, and had some different players stand up for their teams, so exciting stuff, and we know the Pouākai travels really strong, so we'll see if they can pull it out tonight.
So Jessie Edwards looks like she's going to come back into the game now. She had to take a seat on the bench after just 51 seconds after conceding 2 fouls inside the first minute. But she's going to be reintroduced by Todd Marshall. Now remember, the Hoiho gutsed out a win over the Queens in their last match, 75-68. And at various times, on many occasions, they have looked very slick, which is great to see, because 2024 is a tough year for them, Crystal. They had a really tough grind last year, but this year, boy, they've rolled their sleeves up and got on with it nicely.
They have, and they've brought in some really nice players. The likes of Beck Pizzi has been a big get for this Hoiho squad, and Lil Dart as well. I've kept harping on the point, but she's just that spark off the bench and gives them that 6th scorer in double figures.
So third quarter underway. Jaeger. Here's Mikesell. What a hot hand she had in that first half. Dale! Oh, that was unlucky. And that may have come off Simmons, and it is going to be more possession for the Pouākai.
Yeah, McKenna Dale, so good at getting herself downhill. The Pouākai ran a few ghost screens to get themselves open for that one.
Jaeger, oh, that tipped off Pizzi. Pouākai a little fortunate to keep the ball there. Here's Jaeger, reverse layup is no good. And Whitaker, looked like it came off Pizzi again, so it's another possession for the Pouākai.
The Pouākai dominating the boards right now, and that's big thanks to Charlotte Whitaker, who's just getting in there and wreaking havoc.
Here's Jaeger. Taylor Mikesell working off Whitaker. Tough rebound taken by Edwards. How about the desperation from Charlotte Whittaker? But unfortunately, she just ran out of real estate to keep it in.
When Alex was asked about Charlotte Whittaker at the start of the season, he said he was excited because she brings experience, toughness, and a relentless motor on the glass, as we're seeing it play out tonight.
Yeah, it was great. But the Hoiho have managed to stop the Pouākai on that occasion. Now, can they turn that into 2 points? Jesse Edwards. Edwards trying to create space. Over Charlotte Whittaker, the long arms of Edwards can't get it done. Hall. Jaeger, beautiful pass, and Dale. Oh, come on, McKenna Dale. She's missed 3 now that she should have nailed. You wonder if those 6 points might come back to haunt the Pouākai in this game.
I'll definitely hope not. Pizzy from downtown. It's good.
Beck Pizzy. That's a big basket there off the McKenna Dale layup miss at the other end. Pizzy all of a sudden is up to 10 points. Mike Sal can't nail a triple. Pizzy. There's Whittaker making a nuisance of herself again.
Relentless motor.
Jaeger with 4 on the shot clock. Whittaker again. That's fantastic play from Charlotte Whittaker.
Charlotte Whittaker up to 5 rebounds, but Jacobs leaking out and gets the late call.
Claire Jacobs will go to the Chemist Warehouse strike for 2. Tough start for both teams in this second half for Krista. It's been tough defense, physical defense played by both teams.
It has. Both teams have really stepped up their defensive pressure. And Claire Jacobs just getting out on the run. Sits at 9 points with that free throw.
Jacobs gives the Hoiho the lead again by 1. Jaeger. Shot clock down to single numbers again. Here's Hall. Trying to do a number on Jacobs, and this time Jacobs will concede the foul.
It's a great attack from Hall out of the corner. Jacobs had the long closeout. Bree Hall read her running straight at her, blew by, and drew the foul.
It's just funny watching Jesse Edwards back out there, isn't it? The way the Hoiho have played, it's completely changed, hasn't it? They're not as fast. They're more structured when she's on the court.
It's tough for Edwards as well, sitting out that first half and now having to reintegrate back into the mix. Yeah, she is a different look now with 2 bigs with Pizzy and Edwards.
Can't nail that second free throw from the Chemist Warehouse drive. Nice pass from Simmons. Taylor Simmons again. Good ball into Edwards. No foul. Jaeger got away with that one. Edwards couldn't quite get set there. Look at Bradley. Oh, but Jaeger gets the better of her.
Jaeger will not be denied. Stood up a few times on that possession, but just relentless to get the ball on the rim.
Look at Jaeger, 15 points now. She is having a heck of a match. It's walking Jaeger. That one's not dropping from Simmons. Here comes Mike Sell. Jaeger across to Dale. Dale around Pizzy. Mike Sell for 3, and in it goes again for Taylor Mike Sell, her 5th three-pointer of the game.
And McKenna Dale's 5th assist. Great setup. Got very deep in the paint, drew that D, and there's Bree Hall.
With the steal, yeah. And this lead is 5 points now for the Pouākai. That's the biggest lead of the game for them.
Just controlling that pace, and I was about to say Whittaker almost got away with the travel.
Almost.
Not in Dunedin.
There. Well, Mike Sell, she has been brilliant. She's up to 19 points. Remember, her season's best is 23. She has been brilliant from long range. 15 of her 19 points are three-pointers. Bradley. Busy. Simmons. She doesn't mind the 3-ball as well.
Great correction by Simmons to pull that ball in. The pass was a little out of reach, but no mistake made by Taylor Simmons.
She's up to 14. Rogers. Jaeger taking a breather for the meantime, and that's offensive against Whitaker.
Charlotte Whitaker tried to turn the corner, but Edwards, who'd been sitting and watching for a while, able to read that play, put her body on the line and get the ball back.
Well, there's the value of Jessie Edwards. Here comes Bradley. Dart is back out there now. 4 3-pointers for her from 6 attempts. Simmons. Back to Dart for another 3. You betcha.
Lil Dart, 5th 3 for the night, and it's only the 3rd quarter.
15 points for Dart. Here's a beautiful ball from Dale Law. Whitaker fights hard, and it's come off her. That's hard luck there.
That is beautiful play once again by Dale. But let's have another look at this 3 from Lil Dart. The closeout was right there. Emma Rogers, hand in the face. Does not matter for Dart.
Here she comes again. There's Dart. Here's Bradley. Yeah, go on, put it up, Lil. Yeah, she just can't stop hitting 180s tonight.
My gosh, she's doing it to him. 6 threes, way too much space off that pick and roll. Lil Dart makes the Pouākai pay.
Well, what about Dart in this game? Absolutely outstanding. 18 points, all of them triples.
She's been in the gym this week. She's coming off one of her worst scoring games. She had only 2 points versus the Queens. She's absolutely flipped the switch and come out hot tonight.
Wow, what a game. This game just keeps on giving. Fantastic. 4-point lead at the moment. Now, I reckon this guy's going to hit one of these half-court shots. Just has that feel about this night. No, he's technically not halfway there, is he? He's actually creeping inside the half there.
Yeah, someone tell him, get his dogs off the line.
He's not going to win the $1 million unless he gets back over halfway. Oh, gee whiz.
Maybe $1 million night and day dollars. Ice cream vouchers down in Dunedin.
Well, he's doing a lot better than most of us, that's for sure. The way Lil Dart is going tonight, she'd know one from halfway. Same with Taylor Mikesell. They have combined for 11 3-pointers between them.
When you are a shooter, you shoot, and those two are knocking them down tonight. Emma Rogers getting things underway.
Here's Dale. Nice pass from Dale. Here's Rogers again. And that's good play from Rogers, getting the foul there out of Dart.
She is a tough guard who has been thrust into the point guard position this year and has responded great. Strong on her left hand, especially getting into the paint, and we saw her with a little veer step to end that one. Emma Rogers, the bright spot out of Aquinas College.
Yeah, the Tauranga. I tell you what, the confidence she's playing with this year has gone way up from last year.
Emma Rogers is one of those players that just competes. She has that dog in her in the best way.
So she gets on the score sheet now. That was her first point from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
See the Pouākai in a 3-2 zone.
Oh, Tizzy was hammered. I think the foul is going to be called against Bree Hall there.
Foul called on Charlotte Whitaker, her third.
It is physical. We're at that point in the season where every possession matters. These girls getting after it inside.
Yeah, you love to see it, don't you? Here's Edwards trying to go around Whitaker, leaves it for dead. First 2 points for Jesse Edwards.
Great reach around the outside of Charlotte Whitaker's body.
Hall. Rogers. Maxwell struggling to shake Paige Bradley. 7 on the shot clock. Maxwell. Here's Hall. Nice pass into Whitaker. And there's a foul against Edwards. That was patient play.
Very patient. I don't think they could have been any more patient on that set. Charlotte Whitaker given the bomb down low, able to get the call.
Whitaker goes back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. She's been going at 70% this season. And she's 2 from 2 on the night. Make that 3 from 3. Just when you feel like one of these teams is going to kick clear, back comes the other team. Pouakai's biggest lead of the game has been 5, and Hoiho's biggest lead has been 7. So just a 12-point spread there. It's been pretty even.
It has. We've seen these two teams get a win each this season. Dart down the floor. Beautiful finish.
What's going on? She didn't have a 3-pointer. That's her first 2-pointer of the game.
She's settled.
She's up to 20 points. Little Dart, that's off the bench as well. Now Jaeger back out there. Jaeger fouled by Edwards. Or was that Pizzy this time? It is Pizzy.
Have another look at Lil Dart just running the lanes, getting out in front of the Pouakai defense. Taking her score up to 20 on the night.
That's a season's high score too, by 1 point. She's got 19 against the Kahu back on the 9th of November. So season's best there for Dart. And there's still 3:27 left in the 3rd quarter.
That's what we're talking about, Hoiho fans. That's what we're talking about. Make some noise! Right, Hoiho fans, let's make even more noise and rumble those seats.
Jaeger with the second from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Cuts the lead back to 4.
Next time.
Dart pushing the ball. Simmons. Simmons, that's determination. Richards for 3. Jaeger almost lost it. Here she comes though, Morgan Jaeger. Glides down court. Hall, that's physical play right there from Bree Hall. She's up to 9.
It is. Tucks the ball past the Hoiho players. Bumps off Simmons. Bree Hall is showing up tonight.
Still 3 to play. Dart tries to respond and Hall smashes her.
Lil Dart asking, how is that not a foul? Bree Hall, though, 1 possession and go. Look at that finish. Strong down the lane.
Well, it was a foul. So Dart goes to the free throw line, the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Pretty clean game too. No one in foul trouble. Let's have a look here. Jesse Edwards has actually just picked up her 3rd foul. Whitaker is on 3 as well, in fact. So that's going to take some managing from both coaches.
Especially Charlotte Whitaker. She's been big on the boards tonight so far. Has 8. But good to see Ainley getting some burn in this game. The 6'4", 15-year-old out there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now, isn't it, to see how the Pouakai go without Whitaker. And of course, remember, McGoldrick's not playing, Fogg's not playing, a couple of other bigs. So they're down to Ainley now, the 15-year-old who's out there for just his 2nd Tauihi appearance. There's no question that Amelia Ainley is really promising.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a name you want to remember and keep an eye out for. So we see the Hoiho getting through their stuff.
Darts. Oh, that's unlucky. There's Ainley with the rebound. Nice job. Oh, then she throws it away. Emma Rogers couldn't quite grab it. So with Rogers and Ainley out there, Pouākai looking a little bit. Depth has been tested.
Yeah, that age average has definitely dropped down. So we see Paige Bradley back out to control things for the Hoiho.
Beautiful ball into Pizzy. There's 2 points.
She sold me on that one. Thought she was going to take the jumper. Drops it over to the big. Hoiho stretches their lead to 6.
Those roll-away plays have been working so well for the Hoiho this season. Edwards is particularly efficient at finishing those as well, even though she's not out there at the moment. Pizzy. Been a pretty lion-hearted performer from Beck Pizzy. What about that for a play? Here comes Bradley. Jacobs. Jacobs is fouled this time.
There was a lot of contact in that play. Started at the beginning with Pizzy. But let's have another look at that pass. Beautiful pass, might add, by Dart to Pizzy, rolling to the hoop.
6-point lead now. And Pizzy, by the way, is up to 12 points. She's grabbed 4 rebounds as well. I reckon this next minute 45 is actually critical for the Pouākai here. So with Hall and Whitaker out of the game for the meantime, in fact, Hall's just coming back in now. So Coach Stojkovic is not taking any risks. He's got to stay with the Hoiho here.
Yes, he's choosing to stay with his team and stay with Ainley out there trusting in his young gun. But you're right, this last minute 45, the Pouākai will want to go on a run. They've only scored 14 points this quarter. The Hoiho with that stretch out to 22.
8-point game. This is the biggest lead of the game now. Jacobs with those 2 free throws is up to 11. Jaeger left alone, helps herself to 2 more.
That was a double screen for Jaeger with Dale getting in there to knock off the second defense.
Morgan Jaeger up to 18 now. Richards going down low again to Pizzy. Beautiful finish from Beck Pizzy.
Pizzy doing a great job of using that offhand to keep the blocking Ainley away.
Hall bumped tightly over there by Pizzy. Here's Dale. And against Richards. Here's Hall from the corner. Ainley with a weak side rebound. Nice job by the 15-year-old, and it goes for 2 points for Amelia Ainley. Those are her very first points in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa.
Congratulations to Ainley, and what a time to do it. Dart.
Come on. Dart is just on a tear. 9-point game. Jaeger. Bradley concedes the foul.
Morgan Jaeger just getting in her bag. Showing us the handle and drawing the foul from Bradley. Looks like she took one to the face as well.
Meanwhile, at the line, it's Morgan Jaeger for the fans.
Yeah, Jaeger and Bradley are so tough. So Jaeger might have got a poke in the eye there. She's all right.
And if you look at the point guards right across this competition, it's quite impressive. The likes of Lauren Mansfield at Kahu, Christy Wallace
yeah,
at the Queens, and then Jess McDowell-White with the 5. All 5 teams in pretty good hands.
Yeah, I'm struggling to pick who's going to be the point guard in the All-Star 5 at the end of the season out of that line. Very hard to pick. And there's a steal by Mike Dale. Dale all the way. Not again. Yes, again, unfortunately for her. Here's Pizzy. Okay, so 12 seconds left here. Hoiho settling it down for the last play of this third quarter. Here's Jacobs. 3 ball up from Pizzy. Ainley. 7-point game. We have seen the Hoiho outscore the Pouākai by 8 in that quarter to take control on the scoreboard, 73-66, with 1 quarter remaining here in Dunedin.
I don't know. Does anyone got a ball? nice hit. Oh, that's nice of him. That's nice of him giving it to a young man. We love to see it. All right, Hoiho fans, we've got one more quarter remaining. We hold a 7-point lead. Nowhere near enough though, Hoiho fans. We want to make sure this game is done and dusted. The only way we can do that is with your support. Final quarter, Hoiho fans. Every time the Pouākai go to the line to shoot two, we're going to make the most noise that we can on those seats. We're going to scream, we're going to yell, we're going to rumble those seats. And you know what? Waiting to get some free pizza out of it too, courtesy of South. Here we go, one quarter remaining. Your Hoiho with a 7-point lead. It's time to bring them home, Hoiho fans.
73-66 to the Southern Hoiho of the Mainland Pouākai. Dominant quarter there for the Hoiho. Outscored their opponents by 8 in that quarter. And the leading scorer is Dart with 24 points off the bench. That's a season's high score for her. Simmons and Pizzi with 14 apiece. Claire Jacobs also in double digits. The Hoiho are still shooting the ball at 46%. As we get this fourth quarter underway, the Hoiho have a chance to build on this 7-point lead with the first possession. Here's Dart, leading scorer in the game, and she's got 2 more. They're going to have to tighten up on Lil Dart.
The Hoiho going back to what is working. That is what you call feeding the hot hand, ladies and gentlemen. Lil Dart to open the quarter.
26 points. 4. Here's Dale. She's having a tough night, McKenna Dale. 1 from 10 from the field in this game, Crystal, and many of the misses have been pretty good looks.
They have been pretty good looks, but can we also get a stat for how many times McKenna Dale has been on the floor tonight? She's been getting after it, and she has been taking some physical hits. That might be why those layups are off.
That's right, even though her shooting's not been as clinical as it normally is, she is not having a bad game.
No, not at all. She's playing great defense, especially on the likes of Taylor Simmons down low. She's doing a good job of fighting her teammates.
It's Jacobs. Richards. Nice one from Zoe Richards. 2 points for her, her first of the game.
That is her shot. She's very efficient from 17 foot, and wow.
Here's Hall with another 2 points.
Bree Hall all alone under the hoop. Dart just trying to control the play for the Hoiho.
Here's a beautiful pass. That time from Jacobs. Dart, 2 more. 28 points.
The vision from these Hoiho guards. Perfectly paced pass by Jacobs.
Here's Hall. Oh, the steal by Pizzi, and Hall still has it. 8 on the shot clock here for Mike Sal, who hasn't seen many opportunities in the second half after a stellar first half, and Dart has stolen it.
Great defense by the Hoiho. Mike Sal, really tough angle to thread that ball through.
Bradley to Jacobs. Pizzi. There's Jacobs again. Nice finish from Claire Jacobs. She's up to 13. This is starting to get a little ugly for the Pouākai. Not surprised to see Alex Stojkovic call that timeout. He wants to stop this hot start to the final quarter. Well, time now for you to have a look at the Good Health poll, the MVP, and look at that little Dart. Not surprising to see her clean up at the moment. It's been some great performances from all those other players. But Dart, 28 points on a shooting performance of 66%. She's got 6 threes, hasn't missed a free throw, And he's got a couple of assists as well.
Yeah, Lil Dart has been on a heater tonight. But let's get some Pouākai love up in this house. Mike Sell has 19 points. She has 5 3-pointers, 3 rebounds on the day. Bree Hall had a pretty good game as well. Sorry, having a pretty good game as well. 11 points.
And Jaeger, 19 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. So scan the QR code, have some fun with that poll, folks. And you're right, Crystal, give some love to our Pouākai players.
Absolutely, and to our Kiwi girls. McKenna Dale doing the dirty work for her team. Her efforts not showing up in the stats categories, but doing it all out on the floor.
So Dart, by the way, folks, on 28 points. Season's high score is a tie between Hannah Hank and Hayley Reinell with 31 points in an individual game. So Dart is zeroing in on that. Hall blocked by Beck Pizzi. It's going to be Mainland Pouākai ball though.
Great initial defense by Paige Bradley to get into that lane, but Bree Hall just continues to stick with the play. Now get a look at it from the baseline.
13 points. It's been a very good performance in the second half. And there's a 5-second violation. Can you believe that?
Great defense by the Hoiho. You can tell this is their 3rd game. Those plays have been scouted. The Hoiho switching everything to disrupt.
Since half-time, it's 35-21 to the home team. Here's Pizzi. That's Jacobs for 3. Pizzi tips. Can't find Taylor Simmons. And here comes Rogers. Dale. Dale is fouled, this time by Pizzi.
McKenna Dale with that right hand in and out. Got a few Hoiho players with that move tonight. Goes straight back to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line for some shopping.
Oh, Claire Jacobs starting to appear. There's our QR code, folks. Let's get your input. Vote for any player. All we need to do is scan it. And love to get your input as we close on down the stretch of this game. McKenna Dale. Quiet offensive night for her, as we touched on earlier, but really contributing strongly in other areas. 5 assists, 5 rebounds. They're in a real pain in the butt for this Hoiho team. She's up to 5 in the game. Paige Bradley back to 11. Pizzi. Here's that rotation to Dart again, and darts again. She's been hitting nothing but bullseyes in this game.
If you're looking for a zone buster, there she is, Lil Dart, up to 7 threes. Spoke about single game scoring records. How about 3-point records? Tiana Clark holding it with 11. Can Lil Dart chase that?
Well, let's see if Darts can become the highest scorer in a single game this season. She had a crack right there. She's now joined Hannah Hank and Hayley Reinell on 31. Here's Hall. And there's still 6.5 minutes to go. Oh, that's a really nice move.
It is beautiful setup as well. No help, or anyone, in fact, on that right side. Knew she would spin into some open space.
Beautiful hands again from Pizzi, and Dart again. This is outrageous from Lil Dart. 34 points. Single game high now for her. And she's done it from the subs bench. 8 3-pointers. Mike Sell for 3. And there's Dart with a rebound for good measure.
And Lil Dart having a great game. Give it to her. Pizzi down low. Look at that ball being thread by Paige Bradley.
This is an outstanding performance from the Hoiho, which has been fashioned up here, Crystal, in this 4th quarter. Magnificent.
Sorry, Glenn, have another look at that dime. Bradley, eyes are always up, head is always on a swivel, and Pizzy moves so well without the ball. Come on, let's give some more love on this MVP vote.
Yeah, Pizzy, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. What about Bradley? 10 assists now with that last one. She's still only on 6 points. She still needs 3 more to get up to 500 career points. But
chasing those assist records instead. She's got 12 for her season high.
Actually, she's just ticked over to 11. That one was her 11th. Wow, that pizza's tasting good for Hoiho fans, isn't it?
Absolutely. The large Nonna pizza, $35. Scan that QR code or use the MVP 2025.
Well, this Pouākai team, we did wonder how they were going to play without Fogg, McGoldrick and Whittle. Those are 3 starters that are not available for various reasons for this game here. And for a while, they played really well without them. But the Hoiho team, the connections, the execution has just been outstanding.
We heard Taylor Simmons speak about it in her pre-game interview. They want to move the ball, they want to stay together, and they want to play 4 quarters consistently. So far, they have done that, but will they be able to keep that up and keep the Pouākai down, who've only scored 6 points in the last 4 minutes?
This is a very good performance by the Hoiho. Bradley, they'll play to the end of the game, don't you worry about that. Edwards back out there again, and so too is Whitaker. Both players there on 3 fouls. In fact, Whitaker's out there on 4 fouls. Yeah, Fogg's been struggling with a little bit of injury for a little while now. Putting more pressure on Whitaker, but that was an excellent play. There's 2 points for Dale. She's up to 7.
Yeah, good look by the Pouākai. Got something easy inside, cleared out that lane for Dale to try and make a run.
Jacobs, Bradley. Rebound from McKenna Dale. 15 points in 5 minutes, going to be tough. Rogers back out there. Someone's going to have to get super hot. Where's Mike Sell? There she is, number 11, Jaeger. She hasn't had the space in the first half. Rogers puts up the 3-pointer in, and it goes from Emma Rogers.
Great shot from Emma Rogers. We know that everyone in the Rogers family can shoot. She knocks it down, and that's her first points of this ball game.
Edwards, beautiful ball. Defense breaks down for the Pouākai, and Simmons helps herself to 2 points.
Miscommunication on the switch. 2 Pouākai players go with 1 Hoiho, and one's left on the basket all alone.
Simmons on 16 now. Jaeger working off Whitaker. Oh, yes, and it goes from Morgan Jaeger. Very nice basket there.
Those long steps not only got her all the way to the rim, but mistimed that defensive jump as well.
Well, these baskets are coming a bit too easy for the Hoiho now, aren't they, Crystal? There's another one for Jacobs.
They are a great read by Jacobs. The Pouākai doing all they can to pressure. Dale, beautiful dime to Whitaker. Takes out 2 Hoiho players.
13 points. Must be quite satisfying for a player when you see 2 of your opponents on the floor in front of you.
I'm sure no love is lost. It didn't look like too much of a push by Whitaker either.
Get that into you. There, Jacobs up to 57. Come on, what's going on here? Lil Dart, remember, folks, is on a 34-point game. That's a season's high score for any player in any game this season.
Pretty insane. I think Claire Jacobs' sister, Amy Jacobs, has got the whole Kahu squad to vote for the fam.
Well, look, we've got a reminder too that Amy and the Kahu are in action tomorrow night of hosting the FI. That one tipping off at 7:30 with the Sky broadband game at 6:30. It's a big game for the FI. They've got to keep on winning. They want to secure the top seed, and the Kahu will be hungry without a win this season. So vote for your MVP by scanning that QR code on the Good Health poll. Don't forget, we'll get the Chemist Warehouse stats at the end of the game for you. The Hoiho have had an excellent second half, haven't they? 47 to 34 they have outscored, but that lead us back to 12. Darts.
Sorry, we just saw the Pouākai in a full court press trying to make things happen. Going with a smaller lineup with Emma Rogers out on the floor as well.
Bradley rolls it away, and there's a foul on Edwards. And it didn't go on Whitaker, so she's going to remain out there.
Edwards has 2 points in this ball game. She's only played 8 minutes and 40 seconds, sat with those fouls in the first half, and has struggled to find her momentum back in this game. She's coming off arguably one of her more complete games. Versus the Queen, she had 20 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and shot the ball at 70% from the field.
Yeah, she's been a very good player for the Hoiho this season. 13 points per game at 54%. 8 rebounds too. So lead back out to 13. Quick shot coming in from Mike Sell is good. She's up to 22. 6 from 13. Great steal there by Dale. And there's Mike Sell. Can't quite keep it in. That could have been a bit of a match turner with back-to-back triples.
It could have McKenna Dale with the great hands, using that swimmer's length she has as well.
Yeah, she wouldn't be fair to race against in a pool, that's for sure.
Her dad actually competed for New Zealand at the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, not as a swimmer, right, but as a runner.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, but still, you know, athletic ability, it all counts. Yeah, Darren ran at the 1990 Commonwealth Games here in Auckland in the 400 metres. There goes Jacobs, not getting that shot, and here's Emma Rogers. Dale again, oh, nice switch. Here goes the 3-ball from Mike Sell again, just a touch short. Now that's off Edwards, I think. And it's going to be Pouākai ball.
Great look for Pouākai. Mike Sell hit one from there just earlier.
Lead was 17 earlier in this quarter, Crystal. It's back to 10. Could be back to 8, maybe 7, with a good look here for one of these outside shooters, maybe Jaeger herself. Good bye to Edwards there. And there's a little push there on her by Claire Jacobs.
Morgan Jaeger just does a great job of getting off the mark. Blew by Edwards, drew the second defender in that foul. Now she'll try set things up.
Here's Whitaker. Dale. Got a score here. Dale is through and scores. 9 points for McKenna Dale. Almost, yes, it's Pouākai possession. Hoiho just losing a bit of shape at the moment.
But McKenna Dale just staying with it. Look at that, scores the 2 right back on D and forces another turnover.
I tell you, a 3-pointer now would be interesting. Here's Whitaker. Dale's capable of the 3. Rogers has already got a 3 in this game. Jaeger and Mike Sell are still there. Nice spin move again by Jaeger. Can't time that. It's a good strong rebound by Jessie Edwards. Oh yeah, Paige Bradley, that was clever. Haven't been down court in a long time, it feels, for the Hoiho. There's Dart for 3 more. It's hard off the rim for Pizzy. Bradley again, looking to soak some time up off that clock. Pizzy is fouled. That's clever play from Paige Bradley and Beck Pizzy.
Very smart play by Paige Bradley. She had Mike Sell and Jaeger on both her and Pizzy. She knew no matter what, Pizzy would come open with the height mismatch down low.
So Pizzy goes to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. By the way, another little record for Little Dart. As I mentioned, the season's high score of any player this season, 34. That is actually also now the highest score by a Hoiho player in any Tauihi game, eclipsing the 2 points that Lena Snyder got back, was that 2023, I want to say? So well done on both counts there for Dart. Here's Jaeger. Oh, unlucky there for Morgan Jaeger. Tizzy fighting hard for the ball there.
Once again, McKenna Dale flying in, just getting a piece of that.
Let's make some noise for your fans.
There's our MVP vote again. Claire Jacobs sitting pretty with 52.
Definitely getting some love from someone that's close to her. Mind you, she is playing well. 15 points at 41%. She's 75% from the free throw line. She's got 7 boards and 3 assists. Really good game from Claire Jacobs as well.
Hey, don't miss her 2 steals.
Well, yeah. Thank you.
Add them up. Charlotte Whitaker picking up the loose ball.
Now, minute 19. Pouākai need it, and they need it now. And that's unlucky. It's off Whitaker. Just the ball hasn't quite fallen for the Pouākai in these last couple of minutes.
Oh, they're going to watch this game back and look at a few bunnies they've missed for sure.
Timeout on the floor. The Hoiho up by 9. It's important, the Pouākai, and they won't. They've got an experienced championship-winning coach there. They won't be too upset, I don't think. In fact, this loss, this kind of loss, feels like they could really learn something from it and get some real resolve out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Every team needs to go through a little bit of adversity. They're facing that with those 3 key players out tonight. We saw them stand up against Phi, where they took that win, should I say. They'll want to try finish this game out, you know, end on a good note no matter which way the score goes. Because as we said, this is finals prep. We're at the business end of the season. Every possession matters. And these girls will be thinking about those last 2 games.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, with that 34 points from Dart in this game, just reminding you to the record score in a game by an individual is Mackenzie Forbes for the Pouākai last year. The American dropping 39 points in one game. Whew. There is Little Dart. What a star she's been in this game. 34 points, 8 threes, 63% from the field. Just an outstanding shooting performance from the Australian. And it's all off the bench. Pizzy, full court pressure coming there from the Pouākai. Bradley, double teamed up high. Triple teamed. Still finds a way through. Oh, that's just class.
Paige Bradley, so smart, so poised, so patient, even with 3 Pouākai players around her, able to get the assist.
Whitaker. Those ones just haven't been falling all through the game for the Pouākai, have they?
Yeah, those are the bunnies we've been speaking about. Have another look at Paige Bradley breaking that triple team, taking on 4 Pouākai players to get it to Jacobs all alone.
She broke out of the cage there, didn't she? So Charlotte Whitaker going to the Chemist Warehouse stripe here. Jaeger's had very good numbers. We'll go through all of her numbers for you in the Chemist Warehouse stats at the end of this game. Still time for you to vote too. Get your QR code. I know I'd be voting for Little Dart with that performance. There's Whitaker getting those free throws. And the Hoiho break them down again. Here's Dart getting 2 more. Yes, 36. 37 seconds left. Jaeger for 3. And it goes from Morgan Jaeger. Wonderful shot.
Morgan Jaeger's been in the league. She knows that points differential could come down to mattering in a few rounds.
Give the ball to Little Dart. She might equal Mackenzie Forbes' score. It's been tapped out of bounds there by Mike Sell.
take another look at Lil Dart getting out on the break, using that offhand to fend Charlotte Whitaker away. And add another 2 to her impressive game.
Pizzy. Here is Darts. Dart, put it up. No, not to be. Pizzy. Shot clock expires as we see Whitaker fouled by the Hoiho. And Paige Bradley playing the game right to the last second. Paige Bradley wouldn't expect anything else.
Absolutely not. The leader, the heart and soul of this Hoiho squad, does it all for her team. She's had 2 steals on the day, tried to get another one.
So there is the BNZ player timeout, in fact called by the Pouākai. One more chance for you to scan that QR code and get your ticket to the big game, thanks to BNZ. Here's Jaeger with the last play of the game. Mike Sell finishes in style. But a really good win for the Southern Hoiho. They get their 2nd win over the Pouākai this season. Nice way to finish for Mike Sell, who's had a terrific match. 25 points for her in a beaten effort. The Hoiho in the second half were just fantastic as they went on to win that game by 99 to 94. Well, love that second half performance. 53 points they scored in that second half. Crystal Ledger-Walker. It was a really good all-round performance.
Yeah, it really was, and led by none other than Lil Dart. That 3rd quarter was the difference maker for me. The Hoiho exploded for 27 points and held the Pouākai to 19, and then continued that to the start of the 4th. But you're right, that second half, the Hoiho just got the job done at home.
And Claire Jacobs, despite the outstanding performance from Lil Dart, is the MVP with a really good all-round match. Finished with 17 points at 33%. She was 7 rebounds in the end, 3 assists and 2 steals. So well done to Claire Jacobs. But really, it was all about Lil Dart, who got the best ever single score in a Hoiho match, beating Lena Snyder's record of 32. And she finishes 3 short of the all-time record scored by Mackenzie Forbes of 39.
Pretty solid effort all around by Lil Dart. But let's go through some more of these stats. Points from turnovers was a big one for the Hoiho. They had 21, whereas the Pouākai had 8 in that category. One thing, though, that the Pouākai did dominate is that second chance points, 15 for them, whereas the Hoiho set on 8. And Paige Bradley, that's a new career high in assists, 14 on the night. Very impressive. Have to do my research if that's the league's lead as well. And then blocks, 3 blocks for the Pouākai, 1 for Pizzy on the Hoiho side. Then as we look at those steals, Bree Hall leading the way. She had a great game today, really stepped up defensively. Dale doing it all, as well as Jaeger with 2, and then Bradley, Jacobs and Dart getting amongst it. Those 3 guards read the floor well tonight.
Yeah, great numbers all around for a lot of players in this game, but ultimately it was the Hoiho that got the win. So we now move to Auckland tomorrow night. The Kahu still chasing their first win of the season. They're running out of games to get one. They're up against the table-topping Phi, who back up that game on Sunday down in Wellington, where they play the Queens. So a couple of big games coming up there for the Phi as we close in on the end of the regular season. Pouākai will have their last game against the Kahu next Friday night in Christchurch, and then it wraps up with the Phi playing the Hoiho on Saturday week at 2 o'clock. Queens, of course, have one more game to come as well, following that as well. But a really good night from the Hoiho, and they got the job done with a very good all-round performance, winning this game by 99 to 94. Thanks for watching. Another match in Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa for 2025. We'll catch you at the Kahu Phi game tomorrow from Auckland.